Anything you want now, baby, I do it naturally. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, yeah, whoa, yes, whoa, yes. Okay. Greetings, Earthlings.
Hi, guys.
We're back.
Again.
We making moves.
We are.
We out here hustling and bustling. And I feel so good. We're back again with another brand new video. Mm-hmm. And you don't look busted. Let's just know that because she was a little perturbed when looking at the video. Like, damn, I'm ugly.
But not just that. When it's been a couple of weeks where it's like, girl,
but you got off of work during those videos.
Right.
So, but today.
Still got off work. I was Ubering, but
but you look, you popping. You know, you haven't dressed up in a while, so that moment you get to dress up, go big or go home. We are going to be going to our sorority sisters Kendall commissioning to second lieutenant
in the
army.
Mm-hmm. We'll be there,
and we're you know those type of like ceremonies and stuff just always pulling my heartstrings because it's like, wow, I won't even fight for me and you will. And that, you know, like when people just share their lives for the sake of and the protection of other people. I think it's just really, really cool and bold and something that I would not do.
And she's graduating with her master's, so it's just an all-around.
Yeah, it's going to be a celebration. So we're going to go back to Tarleton. I wish I had my glasses on. Put your glasses on. We're going back to Tarleton.
Yeah.
We normally only go there for like homecoming. Because that's what you do when you're an alum. Oh, right. Last year was popping. Yeah, last year homecoming. That's typically the only time we go back. Even though it's in the middle of
nowhere, we had fun.
Because it's the company that you keep.
Of course,
that's what it is.
Of course.
So after this video, we're gonna get on the road and roll out. So we have a fun. This is another little mini-sode.
Yeah, which we actually like the mini-sode, so we're just gonna fiddle around with
and see what that looks like on a regular basis, where we just come in and we just what we do. We just in the duckets, a topic and some tips, and so a topic that we find funny, and then not so funny, friends with kids.
With Churrin. And the topic is funny because we are in that stage where it's like, oh, such and such having a baby, such and such having a baby, and it's like, we are grown. And it's like,
that's when it hits home. Like, because you feel that you are still like those young 20, young 20s.
Yeah, and people's married and they having children. And your friends having children.
That is the point that we're at in life. And it's an adjustment period. And it's an adjustment for you and the friends that's having the kids. Because it was a conversation that you once had, like, girl,
when we have kids together, we gonna do this, and this. But when it's only one of y'all, it's like, oh, your kid.
Them yours. I wasn't ready for kids yet. You got it, sis. Call me. So, we have friends with kids. Disclaimer, we do not have kids. No. Currently, we do not. Now, one day, like maybe somewhere, y'all see over the horizon and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Somewhere far, far away, we'll entertain the thought of bearing the child or the children's the churn.
God bless all you people with children.
Yes, all the parents. Because I'm tired. I don't even have kids when I see other people's kids. I'm tired for them.
You see them and it's like,
you see them, you want to take a nap, sis? I'll watch them. You just instantly want to, give them some reprieve because it's hard being a parent. It really is. Yeah. And it's hard being a parent when your friends don't have kids too. And then sometimes you try to find out what kind of friend you will be to your friends that have kids. And we're going to talk about how to navigate that. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. First, this is for if you are the friend without kids.
So
these tips for you.
So, you and your friend, and we are at the age where people are getting married, they're having kids, but we're also still at the age where you're young, you want to have a good time. So when your whole friend Sally say she pregnant,
Pause. Who the hell is Sally? That's the only name you have to cut. My voice is leaving, y'all, because, I got to yell at people.
Ho Helen. I don't know.
Ho Helen. Sally, just change the name and then continue.
Helen.
Sandra.
Ho Sandra. Y'all used to going out having drinks and doing all this, and then Ho Sandra is pregnant, and now she sanctified Sandra, and she is,
trying to change her life.
For the children.
For the children.
Yeah.
And you as the friend feel a little pressed. Because if you can't go out with Ho Sandra, who you going with?
Right. And it's like, so our whole friendship has to change because you decided that you was going to have a baby and flip the table. What is he? Shaking the table.
Shaking the table.
And so that can be a really difficult conversation because as the friend who is not having kids, you want to be supportive.
Right.
You want to be loving, but it's also okay to speak your truth and be like, this doesn't sound like it's going to be fun.
Yeah. And had you talked to me, I would have told you that wasn't part of the plan that I had for you and I. But that's fine. You got it. Because now we're here. And so you kind of go through an identity crisis as to... and it sounds kind of crude, I think, but like you're not gonna be number one anymore. Like their priorities are gonna totally shift, and there's gonna be times where they don't have time for you. We can't meet up. You ain't drinking with Ho Sandra at the club. So you kind of go through this mini, identity crisis little episode because
your identity and your relationship in their life changes because then you go from my best friend to that's your auntie, that's your nana. This is something that this is your close friend that we're talking about where
like
you
besties.
that you have a really close relationship. They're your number one. That's
Ace Boom Coon.
So this is who we're talking about, and then they decide like, we're gonna have a baby, and not when they've been trying because then you can expect it. This is when it just pops up on you, and you have to be like,
But even at those times that you may expect it, like they have opened up to you saying this is kind of, just to put it out there, this is kind of what we're doing. You still don't know what to really expect. Right. Because, having a baby is a really exciting time. And we just want you to know that it's okay to kind of have those mixed feelings. And not that you're not excited about the baby.
Right.
Not that you're not supportive, but being real with, shit, like this just got real. Like things are going to change. Even when you expect it, you still don't know what to expect because this is y'all's first rodeo.
Right, and we love to tell y'all to converse and to
have a conversation,
be open about it. We're the type of friends who would be open about it, and it really wouldn't be a big conversation just about. I don't want you to be pregnant right now, but we're here now.
And it's like, okay, well,
right,
that's really it. Like you told me how you felt. You know how I feel, and then we're just gonna move on.
Right.
It's not anything to make a big deal about, and it doesn't mean that I feel any type of way towards you being pregnant and starting your family. It's just we have things that we have to process.
Right. But, if you're not in that type of relationship or you don't feel comfortable being that type of person, speaking your truth, we really do encourage you. Like, if this supposed to be your best friend, your number one, A1 day one sauce.
Tell her to pull up. She got something to say. This your A1
you
sauce.
I'm like that. I'm getting today.
Because I told you it's the summertime and it's trying to like peek out.
I don't know if you can say
Hey.
No, you want to see me. I want to be a baby.
Okay.
But speak your truth. Really be honest about how you feel about it. Yes, babies are exciting. And this, can apply to anything, but today we're talking about children. Mm-hmm. But, let them know, like, I'm excited for you being excited. But for me, I'm just like, what's going to happen? And then be realistic about your expectations. Don't tell your friend, I expect you to drop this baby and for everything to go back to how it was because your relationship is forever changed.
Right. And you have to be just realistic about what this is going to look like in the future. And that leads us into 2. If you're the friend with the kids. Now, of course, this is naturally going to come from our point of view, being the friends with our kids. Mm-hmm. And just, I think, things that would be helpful for your new friendship or for the established friendship. It's
new because it's different.
Even if you meet a person that already has kids and y'all become friends, it's still like a new kind of thing. But
I think converse definitely still. Again, the relationship's going to change, and it's going to change on your end as well. So don't always assume that your friend without kids is okay with you bringing your kids.
That's
not to say that we don't love your kids or whatever.
But don't bring them everywhere.
you know, or let that other person know, like, hey, I can't get a sitter. Is it okay if I bring John? Or, you know, can't get a sitter today. Do you want to just come to my house and we can just have wine and stay in? But don't just assume that, you know, oh, well, this is my kid, this is my best friend.
And they go everywhere you go. Because as much as you have that relationship with your kid and that bond, you also have a relationship with your friends too. And sometimes you just want friend time. And if you can, like, not have your kid and have friend time, you're winning. So just don't expect to bring your kid everywhere you go. Kind of establish, like, what are boundaries as far as bringing them. Yeah. Like, is this okay?
Is this
and not just assuming I'm supposed to, or that friend without kids is supposed to be okay with it because this is your kid, you know? So just being considerate of when your child can be in attendance. And again, that's not to be ill will towards anything. I think it's just coming to a compromise.
Right.
That although you may have to take your kid a lot of places, especially if you don't have a partner or anything helping out, but during those dire times when accommodations are needed, be sure to take the chance to make those and just not assume.
And again, this is coming from a single person's perspective. We don't have kids, but I know if I was a parent, I just wouldn't assume that every space is safe, you know, would be safe, or you know, appropriate for me to bring my kids. So I don't think it's rude for single or people without children to ask you, to make sure you ask, or to make sure, you know, if it's not specifically stated, that you just be like, hey, is it okay if I bring, you know, my kids?
John.
Yeah, John.
Since we said on that name,
we ain't gotta be said. We can open it back up.
We said his name twice. He here to stay now.
Okay,
John.
Well, his full name can be Jerome.
What? No, that doesn't even make who?
John Jerome.
Jerome in the house. I say Jerome in the house. Jerome in the house. Hey. Jerome in the house. Hey. Okay.
But, you know, I don't think it's too much to ask to just, you know, ask your friends who don't have kids, is it okay for the kids to join this? And then, you know, don't be friends with a person who always tells you can't bring your kids.
Yes, because that's annoying.
That's sucky, yeah.
And very inconveniencing, because as a friend, you have to know not every situation is going to be cookie cutter, picture perfect, where you have complete silence, no kids. You're going to have to make accommodations. So if you have a friend that's
always saying, oh, the kid's not invited, then that's something you may want to look at. But, you know, just every now and then, if your friend asks you, hey, do you mind if it's just you and I? Either let them know, hey, I can't find a sitter. If, you know, so if you want me to come, they got to come, or you can come to the house and you can make accommodations. But it can be frustrating on both ends if you're not communicating about when the kids, you know, when you want the kids around and when you don't want them around. You know, and how you feel, you know, if you're a person who feels like you should bring your kids everywhere, talk about that, because your friend may feel the same way. This is just coming from our perspective. You know, we have children, our friends have kids, and we love them. We love when they come around, but there are certain things
sometimes
they're not there.
Should be supervised by other people.
Other adults.
Someone else, yes. Another tip as far as if you're the friend with kids, don't talk about, like, don't use having kids as an excuse. I was trying to word that in my mouth, in my brain. If you can't do something, don't always say, well, you know, it's hard when you got kids, Churrin. And then you make the friend kind of feel guilty, but you want to be included and invited to things. So don't just keep throwing up, it's hard to make, I got kids. Well, you know, when you have kids, it, you know, it kind of makes a friend without kids, I think, can influence, like, inconsiderate feelings, because you have kids. Okay, I get that, but don't just throw that up every single time when you can't make it or you can't do something because you're feeling a little salty. I just had to throw that out there before we wrapped it up. Okay, our last tip: friends getting on the kid path.
Oh, just the transition of, you know, now your friends are starting to settle down to get married, and so how that dynamic
is. Yeah. Like that when you and so
but that didn't change anything.
That did not change anything, because we're still waiting to have kids, because there's just I ain't ready to have kids.
So
I just don't want to watch someone else. That's really what it is.
And I'm not married, so.
And you're not married. Yeah, primary
I'm not
reason.
A baby mama. I don't want to do that.
You don't. Yeah.
I don't think I'm.
It's a goal. It's a preference.
It's a wife. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want kids because.
But
what are we gonna do with them?
I think you figured that's what part you figured.
See, I don't have. They already don't release you with no manual or nothing once you have them. They just give it, and it's like, enjoy your new life, and it's like, and what we do. So,
and people who have kids and you figure it out and you do like a really good job at it, it's like that is a skill.
That is a skill, yes.
Possess. This girl,
that is you naturally possess when you have kids.
This girl that I went to high school with, I follow her on Facebook. She has 2 daughters, and she's always like learning with them, doing stuff with them. They go on walks and stuff, and it's like, girl, I don't even walk myself. But it's like you are doing the mom thing. You are
like being a mom, like mom life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. And so eventually, your friends are gonna, you and your friends, if you still desire to have kids, outside of your 20s when you're, when your life's supposed to be together at 30.
Oh, that's
magically.
A
lot of quotes, because those are a lot of myths and lies. But yeah, so when you agree to transition and go there together, because I think as best as you want your kids to be raised with each other, like that is a friend goal. Do you hear me? Like wait to have your kids in like 50 them years. Like I'm gonna be right behind you, but wait, because I want my kid to be raised with yours. So again, it's a conversation.
Right. Everything is it's always a conversation. Be open, be honest, and it's just something that can not necessarily throw a wrench but it shifts the dynamics and it shifts the roles. So just be open about it and converse.
And know that it's normal. Know that it's natural. Yes. Our next path is family marriage, like marriage family path, like that, just naturally the development, that's just where it's gonna go. So when you on Facebook and Instagram and all of these pregnant bellies and it's so beautiful, it's just like, wait a minute, that mean you gonna be in the same pool with him, or like you feel that it's coming, because it is. That's the truth. The truth hurts sometimes. But that's it. You got anything else to add, sis?
No, I just, again, be open, be transparent, be honest, and love yourself.
Oh, beautiful.
Stand in your truth.
Stand in your truth. Is that like your new phrase?
Yeah, because I think
you said that like 3 times.
But I think it's okay because, nobody wants to be the person who's not excited for their friend to have a baby. But I think it's okay to say, sure, I'll be excited.
Like, give me that, like, feel a little months.
But right now, when you just said that, I just thought of all the things we're not going to be able to do together.
Right.
So, I think that's okay.
And it's that moment, it's like, should I ask her to the bar still? Or she not going to come to this one? Like, she just told me today, we trying to go tomorrow. It don't count. You get, like, 72 hours. Like, a grace period.
No. That's not how that works.
I have a complaint.
No, take that down. Okay,
we're done. Grace period.
Thank y'all for watching. We love y'all. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, send it to your mama and them.
Your mama and them.
We'll see you next.
Oh,
what?
El quote.
Oh,
El español for quote.
I need my chin stand. You can be happy without everything going your way.
Bang.